Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today's exciting video, where we delve into the fascinating and often unbelievable world of rare and valuable coins that hide in plain sight, right inside your pocket change. If you've ever wondered whether that old penny in your drawer might be worth more than its face value, you're in the right place. Today we're focusing on one of the most talked about and sought after coins among collectors, the 1991 United States 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the Lincoln cent, a seemingly ordinary coin with an extraordinary backstory and an eye-popping valuation of up to $285 million due to a variety of rare mint errors, historical oddities, and die anomalies that have captured the attention of serious numismatists and high-stakes coin investors alike. To understand why this coin can fetch such an astronomical price tag, we must start with the basics and gradually peel back the layers of mystery, starting with its origin. 1991 was an era in which the U.S. Mint was transitioning through numerous technical changes and manufacturing processes, and the Lincoln cent, which had been struck in copper-plated zinc since 1982 due to rising metal costs, was still under routine production at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. On the surface, the 1991 penny looks just like any other. It features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1991, while the reverse side carries the image of the Lincoln Memorial, along with the phrases, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and 1 cent. However, what makes some of these coins worth a staggering $285 million are the extremely rare and unusual minting errors that occurred in just a tiny fraction of the coins struck that year, errors so significant and scarce that their value to collectors is virtually priceless. Let's explore what kinds of minting mistakes could skyrocket a 1-cent coin to multi-million-dollar status. First, one of the most notorious categories of errors involves off-center strikes, where the coin blank, or planchet, is not properly aligned during the striking process, resulting in a partial image where parts of the design are missing or shifted dramatically. While minor off-center errors are fairly common and may add only modest value, a 1991 penny that is 50% or more off-center, yet still shows a visible date and mint mark, becomes instantly desirable and commands enormous premiums. Next, double dies are among the most highly prized errors, especially when they affect the obverse side of the coin, specifically the inscriptions such as "Liberty," or the motto, "In God We Trust." A true double die occurs when the die itself has a misalignment during its creation, which leads to a doubling of the image when it strikes the planchet. For the 1991 penny, examples of dramatic doubling on the obverse or reverse are extremely rare, and those confirmed by major grading services like PCGS or NGC can sell for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on severity, condition, and provenance. But there's more. The 1991 1-cent coin has also been associated with transitional errors, where planchets intended for coins of other years or denominations are mistakenly used. There are whispered rumors and speculative discussions in the coin community about 1991 Lincoln cents accidentally struck on bronze planchets from the pre-1982 era instead of the zinc ones, creating an illegal transition type that should not exist. If authenticated, such a coin could be considered a holy grail for Lincoln cent collectors and thus command multimillion-dollar offers in private auctions or among elite collectors. Furthermore, the mint mark, especially the absence or misplacement of it, has led to even greater intrigue. Typically, coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1991 carry no mint mark, while those from Denver are marked with a small d. However, error coins from this year have emerged with either missing, inverted, or even repunched mint marks, RPMs, in which a second punch was made over the original mint mark. RPM varieties from 1991 can be incredibly subtle to the naked eye, but, under magnification and with verification from a grading authority, can transform a coin's value exponentially. Additionally, certain 1991 pennies have been found with die cracks, cuds, or retained interior die breaks, which create raised, irregular patterns or bulges on the coin's surface. While many such errors are considered minor, extreme cases, such as major die breaks that disrupt large portions of Lincoln's bust or the memorial, can result in jaw-dropping values if coupled with pristine condition or if struck on rare planchets. Now we must also consider the importance of coin condition. A flawless, uncirculated 1991 penny graded MS70 by PCGS or NGC is already a rare occurrence even without errors, but when combined with a prominent error, such as a double die or an off-metal strike, the value skyrockets. Coins in high mint state grades or designated red for their original copper luster can bring in significantly more than circulated examples, and among those, only a handful are believed to exist in elite grades with dramatic error combinations. The provenance or origin story behind a coin can also influence value. A 1991 cent discovered in a high-security vault, or linked to a historic U.S. Mint-era disclosure, would gain immediate notoriety and collector interest. It's also worth noting that speculative valuation plays a huge role in this multi-million-dollar phenomenon. In today's collectible markets, prices are not always grounded in metal content or face value but are driven by rarity, uniqueness, historical context, and collector demand. Some collectors with deep pockets are willing to pay astronomical amounts for the prestige of owning a one-of-a-kind coin with rare varieties that defy logic and known mint records. The possibility that a 1991 penny might be a mule coin, a coin struck using dies from two different denominations, is another theoretical but electrifying prospect. Though no officially confirmed 1991 Lincoln cent mule has been authenticated, even rumors or unverified reports can cause frenzied bidding among top collectors, and if a genuine example were found, it would immediately become the most valuable penny ever discovered. These possibilities, combined with relentless demand, a booming online marketplace for rare coins, and increasing public awareness, have transformed the 1991 penny from a humble cent into a potential multi-million-dollar treasure, especially in cases where multiple error types occur on the same specimen, such as a double die, off-center strike, and transitional planchet all on one coin. Stories abound of collectors purchasing unassuming rolls of pennies at face value only to uncover extraordinary rarities worth life-changing sums. With the right coin in the right condition, featuring the right set of anomalies, authenticated by a reputable grading service, the $285 million valuation becomes not just a fantasy but a legitimate possibility in the eyes of some collectors and private investors. In recent years, viral news stories and social media have amplified the hype around rare coin finds, leading to even greater public interest in searching through coin jars, estate collections, and old piggy banks for potentially valuable oddities, especially from lesser-remembered years like 1991. The rarity of these coins lies not in their mintage. Hundreds of millions of 1991 pennies were struck, but in the extreme scarcity of significant errors, pristine condition, and unique historical traits that escape the U.S. Mint's stringent quality controls. Each confirmed example of a dramatic mint error adds to the lore and fuels the competitive spirit of seasoned numismatists and new collectors alike. And while many 1991 pennies are still in circulation, hiding among everyday change, the ultra-rare variants are believed to be incredibly few, making them one of the ultimate needle-in-a-haystack finds. The thrill of the hunt is part of what drives collectors to pore through rolls, buy unsearched lots, and scrutinize every Lincoln cent with a jeweler's loupe in hopes of finding that life-altering gem. In conclusion, while the idea of a 1991 1-cent coin being worth $285 million may sound surreal to the casual observer, the coin world thrives on rarity, error types, and provenance, with a few specimens reaching values that defy expectations. The unique blend of striking anomalies, mint mark oddities, die errors, transitional planchet possibilities, and pristine condition all contribute to the meteoric rise in value of what was once just another penny, proving that the world of numismatics is full of surprises, hidden treasures, and the occasional miracle coin that changes a collector's life forever. So keep your eyes open, your magnifiers ready, and your hopes high, because you never know when a seemingly ordinary 1991 penny might just turn out to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Today's incredible deep dive, we're bringing you one of the most astonishing tales from the world of American coinage, a story centered around the elusive and mysteriously valuable 1998 D. Lincoln 1-cent coin. A coin that originally held the humble face value of merely 1 cent but is now rumored in elite numismatic circles and auction whisperings to be worth a staggering $195 million due to a mind-blowing combination of minting errors, rare die varieties, unexplainable mechanical anomalies, and unintentional production quirks that have set this particular piece apart from the billions of others that were struck in the same year and mint facility. Let's unravel how a coin you might overlook in your pocket change or dismiss as an ordinary penny minted in Denver in 1998 could hold such unimaginable value, becoming a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that every coin hunter dreams of. The United States Mint in Denver in 1998 was operating at full throttle, producing millions of coins each day, and under such high-speed production conditions, it is entirely possible for rare errors and inconsistencies to slip through undetected, unnoticed by even the sharpest quality control processes. These rare occurrences, when preserved over the decades in pristine or near-pristine condition, end up attracting immense interest from collectors, historians, museums, and wealthy private investors who understand the once-in-a-generation nature of such errors. The 1998 D1-cent coin, in this legendary case, has captivated the world of rare coin collecting because of a variety of compounded anomalies that occurred during its minting, anomalies that make it stand alone in history as a numismatic marvel. Some of the most prominent and intriguing errors associated with this coin include a deeply misaligned die strike, where the obverse and reverse designs are significantly off-center, resulting in a visibly shifted bust of Abraham Lincoln compared to the standard alignment, and giving the coin a surreal, almost distorted appearance that numismatists refer to as a major misalignment error. But that is just the beginning, as further examination under magnification revealed doubling in the Liberty inscription and the "In God We Trust" motto, an unmistakable sign of a rare double die error, which is an extremely valuable phenomenon caused by the die shifting slightly between strikes, creating an almost ghost-like duplication of letters that is both fascinating and extremely desirable among error collectors. Additionally, on the reverse, the iconic Lincoln Memorial appears distorted, with parts of the design exhibiting signs of die clash. This occurs when the dies strike each other without a planchet in between, leaving behind mirror-like impressions of their opposing designs on one another, which then transfers to the coins and leaves ghostly outlines in areas that should otherwise be smooth. Adding further to this coin's legendary status is a peculiar anomaly in the mint mark itself. The D, which designates the Denver Mint, appears to be either repunched or possibly a misplaced mintmark error, showing signs of being initially punched in one location and then again slightly shifted, a condition known as RPM or repunched mintmark, which alone can elevate the value of a coin by thousands of dollars depending on rarity and clarity. And in this case, the RPM is so dramatic that many believe it to be among the strongest examples ever documented in modern coinage. There are also rumors in high-level coin circles of this specific specimen exhibiting a strange copper-zinc alloy imbalance, suggesting that the metal composition may have deviated from the standard 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper-plated formula used for post-1982 pennies, possibly due to a planchet error or experimental blank being struck mistakenly by the Denver Mint machinery, which would add a metallurgical rarity to an already extraordinary set of errors. Such alloy variances are nearly impossible to detect without lab-grade equipment, and only come to light when coins are submitted for grading and metallurgical analysis by major third-party graders like PCGS or NGC. Combine all of these factors: misaligned die strike, double die obverse, die clash reverse, repunched mint mark, and potential metal composition anomaly, and what you get is not just a rare coin, but a perfect storm of minting mistakes layered over one another, producing a specimen that exists nowhere else in the world, a one-of-a-kind relic born from the chaos of high-volume minting, mechanical miscalibration, human oversight, and perhaps even freak chance, creating a coin so unique that its value transcends traditional grading metrics and becomes instead a story-driven icon of the minting world. The coin's rarity is not just in its physical characteristics, but also in its survival. Many coins with errors are lost in circulation, damaged, cleaned, corroded, or destroyed before they are ever recognized, but this particular 1998 D1-cent coin is believed to have survived in stunning condition, possibly in a collector's hoard or as part of an unsorted bankroll, which is why its surfaces remain exceptionally well preserved, adding to its staggering numismatic appeal. There is also a possibility that the coin displays a partial brockage, another dramatic error where a previously struck coin sticks to the die and leaves a mirrored impression on the next blank planchet, causing one side of the coin to look deeply sunken or mirrored, which adds another layer of intrigue and error classification. Enthusiasts and experts alike theorize that if this coin were ever publicly auctioned, it would create a firestorm of bidding wars from top-tier collectors, rare coin investors, museum curators, and elite buyers looking to acquire a once-in-a-lifetime trophy coin with a tale as rare as its technical composition. Numismatic lore thrives on the unusual, the undocumented, and the extraordinary, and this 1998 D-penny ticks all those boxes and more. It is more than a coin, it is a mystery, a mechanical mishap wrapped in copper-plated zinc, a story that demands to be told and preserved. This kind of coin is the kind of discovery that keeps treasure hunters searching, keeps coin roll hunters scouring bank boxes and estate sales, keeps metal detectorists walking fields and old properties. It represents the dream that a forgotten piece of pocket change can suddenly be worth millions beyond its intended value because of the strange, beautiful, and unpredictable nature of the minting process. And while many may doubt or even scoff at the idea of a 1-cent coin being worth $195 million, those in the know understand that numismatic value is not always about the metal, but about the narrative, the rarity, the condition, and the desire of collectors to own something no one else on earth has. Imagine the historical, educational, and emotional value of a coin that encapsulates such an incredible confluence of minting mishaps, and you begin to understand why its valuation skyrockets beyond reason and into the realm of legendary collectibles. This coin has not only sparked fascination but has also become a beacon for the next generation of collectors who realize that the next record-breaking coin might not be a gold doubloon or silver dollar from centuries ago. It could very well be a common year penny with uncommon secrets. So, keep checking your change, keep your magnifying glass ready, and remember that treasure still hides in plain sight, sometimes in the smallest denomination of them all.